Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Senator Abba Moro. I represent the very good people of the Benue South Senatorial District. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I seek your kind leave to lead the debate on this very important bill for the establishment of the Federal College of Agricultural Technology of ASUU, Ojapo, Benue State. Mr. President, the bill was read for the first time in this revered chamber on Wednesday, 26 January 2022. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this bill is a very bold stride towards not only addressing the educational needs of the people of Benue State and by extension Nigerians, but it will also serve as a training ground for the development of agriculturists in the country. The primary intent of the bill is to establish the Federal College of Agricultural Technology of ASUU, Ojapo, to contribute to the development of Nigeria through training of qualitative manpower by adequate exposure to sound theoretical background, practical farm and field demonstration, as well as knowledge capacity development for staff. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, it is pertinent to mention that agriculture with its allied sectors is undeniably the biggest livelihood provider in Nigeria, especially in the rural areas, and contributes significantly to the country's gross domestic product. May I mention further, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, that demand for agricultural products is daily on the increase, with increase in population and per capita income, and growing demand for industrial sectors. The Federal College of Agricultural Technology of ASUU, Ojapo, when established, will train and produce morally sound graduates to become self-employed in the area of science and agriculture, establish linkages and collaboration with other policymakers, research institutes, and training institutions, produce technicians capable of carrying out routine preventive measures and advisory services in livestock, fishery, and crop production, promote capacity building through outreach programs, vocational training, continuous education, among others, in the area of science and agriculture, promote youth development and empowerment opportunities through entrepreneurial and agricultural activities. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, in the face of the current security challenges that threaten food security, a knowledge-driven agricultural practice is an imperative need. In compliance, therefore, with Order 77, subsection 3.3 of the Standing Rules of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with respect to the procedure of bills, compendium, and consolidation, which states inter alia that, and I quote, on the introduction of a bill, a compendium of background information and financial implications of such bills, if passed into law, shall be delivered to all senators. The said compendium for the establishment of this bill is hereby attached thereto. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I humbly urge you all to support this very essential bill and pass it accordingly. I so present, Mr. President, and thank you for the opportunity. In the presentation there, we have serious security challenges. And these security challenges are threatening our food security. And we're a country, we must feed. We must feed ourselves. And don't forget that agriculture contributes very significantly to the gross domestic product. And so if we sit idly by because we have challenges, insecurity, banditry, and we don't do what is needed to be done as a nation, then definitely the future is going to be bleaker than we are now. Like somebody just made a contribution there. There is no gainsaying the fact that Nigerians and of course the international community that see what is on ground in Nigeria, recognize Benue State as the food basket of the nation. And this institution that I think should be located in Opiano or Ojapo is located in Edmoga, where the hub of agricultural production is at the moment. And so I believe sincerely that if we locate the institution where the need is most felt, it will create more opportunities for those people who are directly involved. Because as it is now, we cannot depend on local primitive agricultural practice to contribute the quantum of food and funds that we require. Don't forget also that we are in an era where the clamor is for diversification of our economy. And agriculture and its value chains readily come to mind when you begin to talk about economic diversification. And so today, we are in a digital era, and the trend all over the world in other climes, especially in developed democracies, is for a knowledge-driven agricultural practice. Here in Nigeria, because of our attitudes, you discover that people have some level of disdain for agriculture and farming. But in America, for instance, most of the proudest persons that you find, the richest persons that you find, are farmers in America. And so, I think that the problem with this country is that we are refusing to face the reality that is on ground. We must take hard decisions to be able to arrive at where we want to be. Otherwise, we are just going in circles. I was just sharing an opinion with one of my friends today. Yesterday, I was on the road, and I bought fuel for 225 naira per liter. Yesterday, I repaired my generator that uses diesel, and I bought diesel for 800 naira per liter. Nigerians have become so docile that they do not even look around and listen to the environment and the drum beats. Otherwise, isn't it unimaginable that in Nigeria, where the pump price of petrol, for instance, was raised to 145, and there was clamor, there was agitation, there was protest. Today, we are buying fuel for 225 naira per liter. Nobody is as much as raising a whimper. We are buying diesel for 800 naira. Nobody is raising any eyebrow. And so where are we going from here? Industries that depend, factories that depend on generators to operate are folding up, compounding an already existing bad situation, creating serious unemployment. Many of these institutions are folding up in Nigeria and going to other neighboring, less favored countries of West Africa. I think it's something that we should worry about. And I am pained to say that most of these problems that we are confronted with now are problems that arise from our inability to generate enough political will to tackle these problems head-on. Take it or leave it. That is the situation. Because people have abandoned leadership. People have abandoned governance. And it has become something like a situation of everybody to himself and God for all. It doesn't make sense. So today you hear 200 people are killed here, 11 people are killed here, 20 people are killed here. I went to bury 11 people in my community recently, killed by armed bandits. And it has become music as usual. So my brother, I think that the fact that who says we don't have money? We have money. We have money that has been grossly misused. If you recall, I said immediately, I think 6 months or 1 year after President Goodluck Jonathan left office, and I said that all of a sudden, the critical press, the Save Nigeria group, all have gone to sleep. Why is everybody keeping quiet now? Why are we living as if nothing is going wrong? Because this country